Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again here for a NASCAR style, pretty much American Truck Sim, NASCAR style. We're going to be heading down to Pensacola. Let's take a look here on the map from Charlotte. We're going to be going all the way down to Pensacola, Florida for Five Flag Speedway. We're going to be there with the ARCA Menards series and the ASA Stars as well. So doubleheader weekend. Very excited about that. I've not been in an ARCA car since last year. We've had great success with it. We may not this time. I'm more excited for the ASA Superstars. ASA Stars, I should say. With the super late model. Just because I like that car. And ARCA's been a little recently for me. So it's nice and early. Going to clear that out there. Going to reset our trip there. And it is time for us to head on down to Pensacola. Let's get this pulled on out of here. Nice and easy. Still love the look of this trailer. Big fan. Whoever designed it did a great job. I know I'm kissing my own ass here, but hey, we take pride in our work and some of the things that we do. If not all, never let anybody turn you down. If you're happy with what you're doing, you keep on doing it. That's what I have to say right there. All right, let's get ourselves up here on the highway. And I can start actually talking to you guys, because then I can multitask. There goes another rig heading down to Pensacola, I would assume. Still got to turn the probability of that down, but you know, I don't mind seeing a feather light here and or there. Just sometimes it feels like we get overrun. So, hello everybody. I hope that you're having a good, let's see, this will be coming out on Sunday. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday and hope you guys are still enjoying going American Truck Simulator Nascar style. I really hope that you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Still being able to do this and still being able to crisscross this country, even in the name of NASCAR. And going in to all these events, which is cool that we get to kind of, I don't know, jumble it up isn't the word I want to be able to do, but, you know, we get to mix it up. There we go. We're not just following the Xfinity series. We're not just following the Wheel and Modified Tour. You know, we get to kind of pop around. Where it's going to become a little bit interesting, and I got to figure out where my faith will lie, I do still plan to do the weekly races at Stafford. I know that for trucking, those are not as fun to watch. It's the same kind of trip every week. So I'm trying to do these kind of double dips where if I'm at Stafford on, you know, Friday, we can have another race some other time in the week, either on Saturday, Sunday, and you guys will still get a truck video out of that. So it'll make things a little bit different in terms of our RP. But I want to kind of, I don't know, I want to do it all. I want to do as much as we possibly can. Excuse me. You never know. We actually might have a couple where we drive the truck out, we fly back, do a race, fly back out. I know there'll be a lot in flights, but I will do anything for the people who love this series. It's very interesting. I saw a video the other day, or was it an article? It was one of the two, obviously. And I really kind of had to think about it. Of why does American Truck Simulator still work? It's been out for a very long time, putting air quotes around that, considering games, and it's still very, very successful, and really because of a couple things. One, it's the only one of its kind. Two, they keep on updating it, which is awesome. Three, they've allowed the world of mods to be able to be integrated into the game without completely destroying your game. And they're always working to be better and do more. So that's why I think personally it still has a staple all of its own. Like, look at us. We've done nearly 1,000 hours of videos in American Truck Sim. I've logged tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, miles in Sim. You know, it works, and that's kind of like the best thing for me. It works. Cool. We've traveled another 1,000 miles for this trip, and like the fact that this coast to coast mod works. I remember when it used to be just a map and there was no trees or anything. There's nothing beyond these trees. It's dead. Gotta love that. Looks like Alex Bowman's hauler in front of us. Even though I think at this point it's probably Jimmy Johnson's. Yikes. I'm glad we were at least paying attention. I know, that's Alex Bowman's. Right? Right? Brain. Brain needs to function. William Byron's in the 24. Alex Bowman's in the 48. Larson's in the 5. My brain's skipping a beat here. I'm going to stick with that. My brain literally, you know the window sound? Doo-doo-doo-doo. That. My brain's just done that. 48, 88, 24. 48, 28. It's going to drive me insane, y'all. I watch racing every weekend. What is happening with my brain? It was a long day at work anyways, but that's besides the point. That's why I want to start streaming some of this, by the way. I want to be able to be here so I can poke chat's brain. So I know it's Kyle Larson in the 5. It's William Byron in the 24. Then you got Chase Elliott in 9. Alex Bowman is in the 48. That's who it was. Yeah, they're in the way. But yeah, you know, I think that's why American Truck Sim works. And then once in a while they get one of these add-ons that just makes the world more immersive. Whether it was the ambient noise, that was a big one. I love that one. Going backwards, this was to the random events, to the detour issues before. That kind of stuff just adds to the world a little bit. You know, as much as I could just love driving down this highway for hours and hours, it was nice to add a little bit more to the environment. I can't wait until the map is done. I know we are years away from that, but I look forward to it, and I hope to be able to still bring you guys along with that. Ooh, little bit jumpy there, but that's okay. Let's see what's going on in our lives. What's going on in our lives, Bug? I had something on the tip of the brain, and then it literally Fugazi, doesn't exist. Yeah, that's a bummer. I really actually had like a launching point to go off of here. I don't think it really had to do with work. Let's see. We're going to Dover and Loudon this year. Dover's going to be a little bit wonky because, again, we don't have an RV. Our RV is still being worked on. So it's just going to be my mom and I. My dad will be starting a new job, and Danielle's going to stay behind to take care of the horses. And, yeah, so that's exciting. And then hopefully the RV is done in time for Loudon. Unfortunately for Loudon, I can't actually go up until Friday night. There's not a lot of extra stuff in Loudon anymore, so besides missing the hauler parade, I won't be missing much, but I'll still be able to be there for the full day of racing on Saturday. And, of course, the Cup race on Sunday. You're being a ham. What are you doing? Ella's just looking for extra attention. And she can get as much attention as she wants. It's just kind of funny. Gotta sneak on over here. But, yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun recording these videos for you guys and kind of bringing it, you know. I wasn't not doing things that I wanted to do. Every game that I play is because I want to play it. But for a little while, when I'd put out a video and it wouldn't do too great, I'd think about stop playing the game. Because really, I don't game for me. If that makes sense. Anytime that I game, unless I'm using like the Steam Deck, I make a video out of it. Because I want to be able to share it with you guys. It gives me content. Right now we have an abundance of content sitting in the wings waiting to go, except for live stuff like this. But it is one of those things where it's like, I'd look at a video and be like, hey, you know, I'm not going to do that one. I want to do the things that I want to do, and I really want to try to remember that. And if it doesn't do good, that's fine. You know, right now, I'm tickled to death that, on average, right now, in the last 28 days, for a while now, we've been doing 14,000 views. That is a lot. That is so many views. That's so many people. And we've been jumping kind of subscribers here and there, about 60 a month, which is cool. Like, that's about 2 a day. It's neat to be able to see. We go through dry spells. But the routine that I kind of have right now, I've got Red Dead Redemption, which has got like 76 episodes of it because I enjoyed playing the game. On Tuesdays, we've got Ship Sim with Virtual Sailor. That will continue. We've got Carnival Jubilee, and then Norwegian Bliss coming up, and then we've got thousands of other videos as well to be able to do for that. Then we got our weekly vlog that we brought back, and I know a lot of people don't seem to like it, and I don't care. That's the thing. Great if you do, great if you want to see what we're doing. I like it because it's been a kind of like a living diary for me. So even myself, I could relive my whole entire life in years from now. So that's kind of cool and morbid all at the same time. Thursdays are filler of any of our random games. We're actually almost at the end of our random games that we filmed over a year ago. So I'll be able to fill that slot with a bunch of new stuff that I've got coming down the pipeline. Friday right now is From the Archive, Layla's first trip. Those have been really fun to be able to see again, see her as a puppy and loving that. Then Saturday and Sunday is obviously filled with racing vlogs, and right now, I think I have it booked until November. Every weekend will be racing vlogs, and the race video, and then the American Truck Sim like you're watching right now. Those will be kind of the staple until I'm able to start going to the racetrack once again. Now, unfortunately, this year, just like last year, my ability to go to Monadnock Speedway is going to be limited. I'm not super excited about the limited, but I need to finish my house. Oh, okay. Physics mod is... That was scary. We're gonna slow ourselves down here. I was like, man, I'm going pretty hot in that turn, and we always slow down, and I did not listen to my instincts, and I put a brand new physics mod in here, and boy, does it work. That was terrifying. I hate that I just did that. I hate that I wasn't paying attention. Full blame on myself for almost completely ruining our weekend. That would have sucked. I would have role-played the whole thing. I would have had us crash. I would have had our cars totaled. We would not have gone racing this weekend. And we would have moved right on to the following week with probably a substitute truck and trailer. God, that would have sucked. So, let's pay a little bit more attention, shall we? But other than that, life is, it's going. Really. That's all that I can really say, and I don't think I can really complain about that. I am thinking about making these videos specifically for driving or possibly driving back live streams for you guys. I don't think I can keep to a calendar right now because I'm getting into what would be considered my busy season at work. But I hope to get something kind of all together once we're in the new house. I would love to have Wife Wednesdays back, which I know would compete with the weekly vlogs, and maybe I'd probably do both. Why not? I want to be able to get Danielle her own setup. Ooh, going way too fast. Getting way too distracted, y'all. Her own desk for us to be able to play multiplayer games together. And seeing as it's, 2 years late now. Over a year. Because I was hoping to launch it. I was hoping to launch it a while ago. Finally got the branding done just a smidge ago. We're going to rebrand the channel. It's still going to be PadFootTD Games because I've said it for way too long. I was debating about changing it. But our second channel will hopefully start production soon. I need time to be able to do it. I need time to actually sit down, figure out, do I want to do scripts? Do I want to do film myself? Do I want to just have it animated with Ella? I don't know yet. Excuse me, pardon me. So, yeah, I got to figure that out. But I think that's going to be a lot of fun coming in the future of Frog Dog vids. And it's going to be about service dogs. It's going to be about Ella. More than this channel already is. But kind of to be able to share our wisdom, our experiences, and maybe be able to educate people here and there. I'm a little hesitant about it. I'm excited about it, but hesitant in the same. Because I'm a very firm believer whenever I go through Instagram or stuff like that, and I come upon somebody's service dog page, I usually scroll right on by. Because everybody's got their own opinion. But some of the things that I don't see is, like, I hear of, like, if you have your service dog and you bring them to the park, they get their own kennel, That's awesome. I want to be able to give you a ride-by-ride, what they can do, what they can't do, the issues that we've had, the good places, the bad places, the different experiences. That's what Frog Dog Vids is going to be all about. I have literally a list of hundreds of video ideas. And I don't know how exactly I want to throw these out yet or space them out, but I am excited about it, and Ella's excited about it, I know that. Look at her snoozing over there. But yeah, I hope to bring back live streams in the future when the house is done. Definitely that second channel, do more with that. I want to be able to be with you guys more. I can't say that, oh, you know, you guys give me a living, because you don't. And that's nothing to do with you. That's YouTube's fault. But I get a check right now for about $50 a month. That's cool. This is very low effort for me. And I have the ability to say I make 50 bucks. Now, let's do some math really quick. That's 14,000 views in a month. And that's 50 bucks. Yeah, do some math really quick to figure out how you can make some good money. Not always. So, you know, I've never said, I always have said I don't want to be a YouTuber, but it makes me smile when I get to be able to come out here and I see your comments. Or I'll see even the subscriber go up. There had to be a reason why somebody clicked. Now, I may not get the most view minutes of any creator, stuff like that. But there's a reason why somebody hit that subscribe button. There was something that they liked to hit it. And there's people who unhit it. Unclick it. More power to you. You like what you like? Great. If I'm not able to provide that, well, I hope that you're able to find something that can. YouTube has turned into such a monopoly where everybody wants to sit out here, make money, make it their job, and just enjoy playing games. If anybody notices, besides being wildly successful and having the money to do so, a lot of the people who came out here and were able to make it their job to be able to do YouTube are retiring. Because they don't want to do it anymore. Or they're changing. Sorry, another Alex Bowman truck. Wasn't ready for it. Or they're changing what their channel's about. They want to do other things, and I understand that. And that's why, like, the weekly vlogs are there. When I go to the races, I film. Excuse me. That's why I want to make Frog Dog vids and continue to play the games. I don't want to get so burnt out thinking that, oh, this is my job, that I end up losing the main thing that I wanted, which was to play games and post the YouTube. Why did I start a YouTube? That's actually a good question. I started it probably, let's see, I started it in 2018. Belle passed away in 2017. I think I was looking for a hobby. Really. I decided, you know, if I can record videos and put them out there, even if I can get some sort of people behind it, I would kind of check that box of the attention that I wanted. I was a teacher. I had plenty of eyes on me. I had plenty of people who looked up to me. I had plenty of people who ignored me. Like, you know, that balance of a teacher. But I think I just wanted a way to express myself. And this was at a time where I was working a private school. So during the summer, except for taking on a summer school kind of thing for a couple weeks, I would play games. I'd just gotten my computer that I'm playing on right now, which is my original gaming computer. I had that, and I just started playing. And as you guys know, it started with American Truck Sim NASCAR style. I was already into iRacing, was racing my heart out in time trials, and said, you know what, I bet you I can kind of combine the two. And I did. I found out that there was a Featherlight hauler out there. At that point, it was just white. And then I had a white Kenworth 900, and I was kind of traveling around with that circuit of time trials for the weeks of iRacing. And then I found how to edit the skins. Excuse me. To our Subway and edit the truck skins and figure out how to make custom loads. This was back before you could own a trailer. And that's how I made my videos every day. And when we first started, I had a lot of time on my hands. I made 2 videos a day and 3 videos on the weekend. I should say, that's what I released. I could make 8 videos a day. If I'm really focused and not doing stuff like this, like American Truck Sim, that take up time, or like racing or ship sim, I can make probably about 20 videos a day from up to done. I'll get right in here behind Trackhouse. They're not getting off with us, but man, that's what one thing I gotta say. Trackhouse's haulers this year kick butt. They are, I love the design. Heading out towards Mobile. We are in Alabama. We're going to have to shoot back down into the Panhandle. But this was the best route for us to be able to take here with American Truck Sim. Ooh, keeping it pretty tight. We've got about 200 miles left to go. So, trailer damage. That happened last episode, too, where we had something where, like, we didn't hit anything. There's nothing that we're on. And I checked the collision box, and the collision box is a little off for this hauler. But one of the biggest problems that we actually have is, we'll pop out here really quick, it's such a low boy to the ground that if we go on an uneven part of the map, it bounces off the ground. And it is a pain in the butt, but it happens. And it happens a lot. Driving back from Hickory the other day, we had the same thing. I was just like kind of flabbergasted. I was like, what is going on? That's what would be going on, everybody. As I say, I'm gonna be mad if I get over here into the left lane. Then we're gonna have to shoot back over there to the right, but should be all good. Again, as I always say, at the artwork pack that matches the truck with the trailer, again, adds that little bit of depth into the game that is just beautiful. Let's climb on over here. Fantastic. Looking good, looking grand. Get ourselves over here. Careful of that car in the left lane. We'll sit here anyway. 72 is fine by us. We don't have to be up 75. We're making wonderful time. It's just before 2. Looks like we've got, what, 2.5 hours still? Yeah. So we'll be there around 4:30, which is awesome. It's Friday. by the way, right now. Don't listen to that. This is Tuesday. But it is Friday right now, and we'll be pulling ourselves in and getting ourselves parked for a full day on track on Saturday, and then a full day of racing as well on Sunday. What's very interesting is that the ARCA series, the one that's going to be on TV, is 150 laps. The ASA Stars is 200 laps. I don't quite understand that, excuse me. And the ARCA series was 200 laps last year, so I don't quite understand the change. But I'm excited to kind of dip my toes once again back into that series, because we were scheduled originally to do a handful of ARCA races this year. Originally, we were going to do ARCA for Daytona. Then I said, you know what, let's actually try to make the Daytona 500 weekend. Let's try to make it with the Xfinity car. And we did. We started on the pole. We had our own troubles in the Xfinity car. But we had trouble in the ARCA series last year at Daytona. It's always a luck of the draw. We're going to do, obviously, this one. We're planning maybe possibly going out to Phoenix, but again, we were with the Xfinity series. We were going to do them at Dover. That has been cut because we've decided we're going to be doing the Xfinity series at Dover as well. So a lot of these weekends that I was originally going to do this, they're being plucked. And I think we might be doing one or two out west. And we were going to do a couple here on the East Coast, but I'm kind of at this point replacing those with Xfinity Series races, or possibly Cars, the Cars Tour, with late models. I'm having a lot of fun with these series. I'm not having a lot of fun in ARCA. I used to, when we used to do a lot of time trials, and we won a couple last year. But I haven't been jumping into it as much, solely on the purpose that iRacing keeps on saying that we're going to get an updated ARCA car. And we've all wanted it for so long, and we haven't gotten it. And I like the ARCA car. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it's a lot of fun to do different things in. But I want ARCA to line up more with what ARCA is now. I try to line up the races that we do here. Ooh, sorry, hit the mouse. I try to line them up with what's actually happening in real life. And the ARCA cars are just a little bit harder for me to do. The schemes are still there, but it doesn't give me that feel that I want. Being like, oh yeah, I could actually go and watch this on TV, and it's right here. So we're going to continue with the Xfinity series here and there. The Wheel Modified Tour, the weekly SK Modifieds at Stafford, doing the Thompson Opens, doing some super late model races around. We'll be going to Oxford Plains a couple times this year, based out of New Hampshire, which is going to be very interesting, by the way, because our hub is down in Charlotte. Our SK team is up in Manchester. Getting the cars up there to be able to go up to Oxford may be a little bit interesting. We may actually end up taking this truck up the East Coast, stopping in New Hampshire, then making our way up to Maine. I still want to utilize our F250 or 350, can't remember actually what it is, and our custom hauler. We also have a brand new toy hauler that I'm itching to try. It's like 650 feet long with the trailer, but it looks neat. So try to spread that wealth as much as we can. But I think it's about time that we welcome back in everybody for the vlog, and we can talk about last week's racing. So we are just under 50 minutes away from our destination down here in Pensacola. We just crossed back into Florida, and we're getting ready to get ourselves closed in to, slow it down a little bit, Five Flag Speedway down here on the panhandle of Florida. I wanted to talk a little bit about last week and the racing that we got to do there we were with the Pro All-Star Series Super Late Models at Hickory for the, I gotta remember now, St. Patrick's 150, St. Patrick's Day 150, and the Easter Bunny 150 on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday was our night race. We came out strong. I was very happy for what we were able to accomplish for that race. It was a great battle throughout the whole entire thing, and we were able to come out victorious, as it were. Oh, Raleigh Bridge. So we were able to come out victorious on that and kind of little bit of burn it down. I did have a little bit of self-control on that one, just because I knew we were going to need that car the very next day. The very next day, we went into the Easter Bunny 150, and from there, that was a rough day. I could not get any grip in the car. I was searching for grip everywhere, and I just couldn't get it in. So I ended up getting ourselves up to 4th, felt really good. Misjudged coming out of turn 2, slammed ourselves into the wall, got loose down the back stretch and in turn 3. Next restart, had to start making our way back through traffic. As we were battling through traffic, I got tangled with a car in turn 2. Both turned us sideways, very minimal damage, but again, brought out the caution. So at this point, I'm back in like almost 20th. I'm like, okay, like really got to focus now. And the problem is I was a little too focused. We were flying through cars 3 wide everywhere, just beating our own path. Welcome to Florida, everybody. I thought we had already crossed, but apparently we didn't. And we ended up getting ourselves into a little bit of trouble going into turn 1. We kind of bounced off the wall, made contact on our driver door side with somebody where they had, again, kind of wiggled and got locked with us more or less. And even with brakes completely to the floor, slammed into the tire barrier on the turn 1 outside wall. And that was the nail in the coffin. We went in, surprised the car was still even running and together. We did as much patchwork as we possibly could and got ourselves back out in the Speedway. But once we were out there, something definitely snapped in the rear end and sent us around in turn 4. Decided to stop bringing out the caution so much and parked ourselves for the weekend. Thank you for giving us space. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but so a first place and a 30th place last weekend. Now we're doing a double header here at Five Flag Speedway this weekend, and I'm really hoping we're not going to do the same exact thing. I have not been in an ARCA car for a while. This one's going to be very interesting because we're practicing and qualifying in the daytime, and then we're racing in the nighttime, and I've always been very bad about trying to set up my car to be able to make those changes, to have the speed during the qualifying, and then be able to continue having that speed as we were going into race time. All right, Five Flag Speedway, here we go, outside of a donut shop. Hell yeah. I have no idea what the parking is going to look like here because the map has changed 9 ways a Sunday. So is it just a loading dock? Because if it's just a loading dock, I can park right out here. Oh, is this one that goes all the way around? Because if it is, I'm going to go in and around and park myself right there. We're going to find out. Up and over the speed bumps. A little bit faster than I'd like to be going over the speed bumps. Nice new physics. Look at that trailer wiggle. Alright, let's get ourselves around here. Now, Five Flag Speedway, we do not park in the infield for this event. So we will be unloading on the track and parking in one of the lots behind, and then picking up the cars or rolling them out at the end of the night. ARCA Series on Saturday, ASA on Sunday. ASA is the longer of the 2 races. I want to go right along this area over here. Again, ARCA Series got a bunch of us with these large trailers, large feather lights. make sure we clear that as soft as we possibly can. And I'm actually going to take the first one on the outside. First place would be over to my right. Since it is open, I am going to grab that. We're not a points team, so we'd be down on the back anyway. So I'm just going to get in here. We'll get everything settled, and we'll be ready for a good race weekend. So get it on in here. There we go. There's that. Roll up the windows. All right, that's going to do it for this one, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed our trip down here to Five Flag Speedway down here in Pensacola with this beautiful Mack Anthem and Featherlight trailer. Just got really loud. I don't even see where the train is. But I hope that you guys enjoyed the journey as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. But with that, thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.